So the next one is from William Thomas, and the subject is changes in AEW. Hello, Conan and Disco. I know you two are critical and have your expert opinions on AEW. So my question is, what would you do if you were the promoters and bookers? I mean, bro, can you be a little bit more specific? Again, the first thing I would do is get rid of people that you don't need. So fire a lot of guys that you're paying that you don't need would be the first thing. And I'd take your core guys, put them on the board, right, and just start integrating all your over guys and start integrating them in storylines with weekly compelling television. That's what I would do. What would you do, Conan?
I think we go over this almost every single week.
Right.
So, just listen to the show. We always give solutions to the review.
Right. Listen to the review of AEW.
Would you like me to start not passing emails through if I feel like they've been repetitive?
No, because we can bury them. Right. Even a bad email can be entertaining to read if the guy's a moron.
Like the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame one, Conan, I saw, and I was like, he's answered this 50 times, but I put it through because it was an email. So.
Yeah. Well, we're content creators. Sometimes we do repetitive content. Next one's from this guy spelled it Wanye. Grolfine. Like, is that a weird way of spelling Wayne, or is the guy's name Wanye? Or did he miss? I don't know. Subject is nWo 2000. Hey guys, I just finished listening to the episodes of Jeff Jarrett's podcast, My World. He did this awesome two-parter about the nWo 2000 angle. From the stuff he was saying as a member, it was just almost immediately a disaster backstage. It kept getting worse and worse until it got as bad as possible. Wrestlers being entered into retirement. So for guys, what are your memories of that time in the company? Was the general feeling there was a bad idea from the start? And Conan, was there any talk of them bringing you back into the faction, or was your heat with Nash still bad around that time? The show has been killing it lately, guys. All right, go ahead. You can answer this.
Yeah, my heat with Nash was very bad at that time.
Right. And plus, too, it's like, I mean, our show wasn't as bad. Like, if you go back and watch these shows, they're not as bad as they were at the time. The problem at the time is that their Raw, WWE was just kicking our ass. Their show was just way better. So like by measure, our show looked terrible compared to theirs because they had like Austin and Rock doing great stuff, these huge pops and Angle. And,
DX.
DX is just by comparison, our show sucked. But if you go back and watch some of these shows, they're not like they're more busy than than today's shows. Like there's still some entertaining. You still had entertaining guys there that would still do some very entertaining backstage vignettes. That's one thing. WCW, like our angles, kind of got weird, but the level of entertainment of entertainers that we had, it's like, bro, like perfect example. Like what was the last time we saw? We saw a good backstage vignette in AEW. These guys, they're not interesting. The guys just told me, I'm gonna beat you. My record's this, And it's like we would do funny stuff backstage because they give us a lot of freedom to like do funny stuff. But like a lot of guys were still entertaining, and you can go back and still find some good TV segments. So I don't know.